Hello everybody and welcome to Indestructible Potatoes Potato Launch number 29 with Steve.
How's it going?
Steve, we are like 4 days away from Halloween.
Yes.
Well, when we post this, it will be basically the weekend of Halloween. But we got a lot of news to go through, Steve. Steve is playing The Escapist free on the Xbox Live Arcade right now. If you own Xbox Live, it is free. That and I Am Alive and something else. I Am Alive is actually a pretty decent first-person horror game. Not horror, like survival horror. But The Escapist basically is you're trying to escape a prison through means of, I guess, just ingenuity, of all things. Okay. Steve's never played this. Steve's never played this, and he's just giving it a try right now. Let's go ahead and jump on into these things, Steve, while you try and figure out all this nonsense, because we are not going for completionist here. Unless you guys want to see us do an Escapist video in the future, we shall do it for your entertainment, and your entertainment only. Okay, so we got a live-action remake of Mulan. It's going to come to the silver screen on November 2nd, 2018. Rick Jaffa and Amanda Silver are working on the screenplay. There is no director or star. Disney is set to start looking for a Chinese actor sometime this year or next.
So pretty much nothing is released.
Not yet, but hopefully we see something at least figuratively pretty soon, because I'm actually kind of excited for it. Unless they decide to do 3 other movies about Mulan, then we're going to be bummed.
Yeah.
Michael Ansel, the creator of Beyond Good and Evil, has teased his newest game. It's going to be it's another Beyond Good and Evil. Was like going to have a Beyond Good and Evil 2 kind of feel to it.
Okay.
Actually, I think Beyond Good and Evil was actually free a while ago. It's a new project, but it just entered pre-production, so there's no news on it yet. But we'll hopefully see something about it soon. Activision has confirmed that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered install will be 130 gigabytes.
Jesus.
Now, if you have the standard black Xbox, that is 500 gigs, plus whatever game that you get, which is probably between 50 and 100 gigs. Halo Master Chief Collection and some other game like that. Here's the thing, 130 gigs is almost a fifth of your fucking Xbox.
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting. Modern Warfare Remastered itself is 40 gigs. As Infinite Warfare is 90. God.
For it
might be a trash game. I'm not even gonna get it.
Nope.
Because it's already gotten its ass spanked and just beaten to death by Battlefield 1. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, which is pretty amazing.
You got spanked, Call of Duty. It's time to call it a day, bro.
You just got sniped.
You did. You got sniped. Whoa. For Honor dropped split screen. It will have online co-op. No news if it's been removed completely or if it's play online. Now here's the thing. For Honor looks like a fun-ass game.
It does.
It looks like
really
an amazing game. Now, if it was co-op, it would be amazing. I would get that because it would be just a dope-ass game.
I mean, we can play here every so often.
Oh, yeah. And you just got... Oh, you just knocked him out.
I just knocked the
holy shit,
bar
Steve.
of soap. I didn't want to cuss, so
You're fine, Steve. It's okay. Here's Steve, something you might actually like to hear, Steve. It's about One Piece, man. It's about One Piece, that anime that you love so much.
I do love One Piece.
There's a One Piece film called Gold coming to North America theaters, showing on the silver screen January 10th through the 17th. It's the 13th One Piece movie.
They do have a lot.
The movie One Piece film Gold made $48.7 million in Japan's box office.
Jesus.
That is a considerable amount, given that Japan is basically the anime country of the world.
Oh, yes. They are.
They are very much anime of the country of the world. You just escaped.
I'm free!
You just escaped. That was the easiest escape ever. And you didn't even try.
See, it's 2 black guys. We're good at escaping.
Jesus Christ, Steve. Let's not do that. Did you ever play Voodoo Vince on Xbox?
That sounds like a nightmare.
The original Xbox? No, it's actually a pretty fun game. Voodoo Vince Remastered for Xbox One and PC, Windows 10. Voodoo Vince was a puzzle platform released back in the original Xbox back in 2003. It's coming in 2017. It's running at 60 frames per second at 16:9 aspect ratio, which means it's going to have at least 1080p running at 60 frames per second.
Nice.
It's going to be gorgeous as fuck because Voodoo Vince was a funny ass motherfucker, dude.
And if you have a 4K TV, it's going to be gorgeous.
It's going to be beautiful, even if you got that white Xbox that I want so much.
I think we should get it.
James Mangold released the name of Wolverine. Wolverine 3. It's called Logan.
Logan.
Hi,
Logan.
That's me.
That's Logan.
I'm going to be a movie now.
Logan is a movie.
I'm going to be a movie now, ladies and gentlemen. Released in theaters of March 3rd, 2017. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, game funded on Kickstarter last year, was delayed to 2018. It needed additional developer support in order to complete the game and reach its quality of standards. Koji Igarashi, the director, received $5.5 million in funding for the game. That's a considerable amount for a Kickstarted game. Suicide Squad Extended Cut Blu-ray, coming in digital HD November 15th. Physical Blu-ray and DVD December 13th. Extended Cut has 13 more minutes of unseen footage that was in the movie. Ultra HD Blu-ray will be $44.95. Blu-ray 3D combo pack will be $44.95. Blu-ray combo pack will be $35.99, and the 2-disc DVD special will be $28.98.
Nice.
Especially the 13 minutes. I hope to God they have a bit more Slipknot in it, because they better. Not Slipknot. Was it Slipknot? It's Slipknot.
A little bit Slipknot.
Yeah, I wish they had more Slipknot. Gears of War movie is confirmed. Rod Ferguson has confirmed this. In development at Universal Studios. Now, Universal is very, very good at what they do with their movies, but it depends on who they get to act. If they don't get anybody to act, then there's going to be issues. You're supposed to grab some lunch. Why'd you buy some razors?
I have no idea.
Go sit down, Steve. Sit down, Steve.
I'm not even hungry.
There's no writer or director yet. Scott Stubber and Dylan Clark are producing. There's no release date yet, but Clark says the movie is in early stages of development. Early stages of exploration, meaning that they are experimenting with things, finding out how it will work, how it will look, probably going to get you. It would be great if they started to contact Legendary Pictures, who are the people who did with the Warcraft movie, because the Warcraft movie was top of the line. I get that Blizzard is very high end. They spent over a year in pre-production for that film. But if the Gears of War, if Rod Ferguson and Universal contacted Legendary Pictures and got help from them, they would actually make the game look absolutely beautiful.
It's a lot that they can do.
I can't wait. Gears of War 4 game music was scored by the Game of Thrones composer Ramin Djawadi.
I think that's a very, very
I was
good
very
decision.
excited to hear the music in that game. I won't lie to you, the game is beautiful, Steve. The game is absolutely beautiful. Blade Runner sequel has a title. The title is Blade Runner 2049. It's set in the future dystopia Los Angeles. Release date of October 7th, 2017. Ready at Dawn creators of the creators of Order 1886 announced a new game. Lone Echo is the game's name. Space-based VR game on Oculus Rift, both single player and multiplayer modes. I don't know how multiplayer works on the VR, but hopefully we'll see something in the future.
I hope.
Multiplayer mode named Echo Arena. It's a fast-paced zero-gravity game. It's coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC, of course. Hopefully we see some more news about that, because I'm actually kind of intrigued to see how the VR works with multiplayer. That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on. Back to what we were talking about earlier. Beyond Good and Evil officially confirmed. Michael Encina creator. Ubisoft confirmed in development at Montpelier Studios, named Beyond Good and Evil 2. I kind of already guessed that. On NX, PS4, PC, and Xbox One. Basically all the important consoles that everybody likes a lot. Jeff Kaplan confirms 2 new heroes are in playtesting for Overwatch, as well as a new map and several concepts for new game modes. Changes for Symmetra are coming, maybe in I can't read my handwriting. Moving her out of support and changing up her abilities would probably be one of the changes they plan on doing. Since she's the most underplayed character, it kind of makes sense for them not to do it. Don't hit it again, Steve.
Okay.
You're gonna get caught by the cop behind you or the prison guard. There are changes coming maybe in mid-November. Now, this thing that I kind of already talked to everybody about was there's usually going to be a thing. October they released a Halloween. November they're going to release an update with new maps and a new hero. December they're going to release a new game type. They're going to release new skins. It's going to kind of coincide with how everything's going to change. It's going to be Halloween update. Christmas, January we'll have an update. February we'll have something going on with it. I don't know, but that's how I kind of view as what Blizzard's trying to do with what their basis is.
I mean, at least they got a little routine.
That's the routine I'm kind of getting the feel from. It kind of makes sense, and I've talked to many people on my dorm about it too, and they kind of agree that it kind of, after me kind of giving them the dish about it, it kind of makes sense to them. So.
The dish.
The dish. Guardians of the Galaxy has the most on-screen death record at 83,871 deaths. Dracula Untold in second with 5,687. Good 880,000 plus comes from the Nova Corps pilots when they get destroyed by the by Xandar's ship when they're trying to make that barrier.
That makes
80
sense.
plus thousand died on that. I was like, Jesus Christ. Third is the Sum of All Tears at 2,922. Fourth, Lord of the Rings, Return to the King at 2,798. Fifth, 300, Rise of the Empire at 2,234. Sixth, Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers at 1,741. Seventh, The Matrix Revolution at 1,647. Eighth, The Hobbit: The Battle of the Five Armies at 1,417. Ninth, Braveheart with 1,297. And 10th, The Avengers with 1,019.
Okay.
That's really sad that Avengers now has the top most deaths on screen.
Yeah, most definitely, but
You think they tried to avoid that title? Forrest Whitaker joins cast of Black Panther. He will play Zuri, an elder salesman or statesman in Wakanda. Makes sense because the main Black Panther is from Wakanda. So there you guys go. From the comics, Zuri is one of Black Panther's closest allies and advisors. Just for some backstory.
Yep.
FS Networks is working on an upcoming Marvel and X-Men TV series called The Legion. It will debut in 2017. There's no news as to what it will be, so we'll have to keep our eyes and ears open
pretty
for it.
beautiful, but you know.
Depends. It's FX.
Yeah.
If it was like Marvel an X-Men TV series with Netflix, oh fuck yeah, I could see it being great.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, that's just fine though. The Wasp will be in Avengers 4, but not in Infinity War. The script has been written, but they're waiting for approval from Marvel, says Evelyn Lilly, who plays Wasp, or the main character. Mila Jovovich promises the end of Alice's story in Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. Thank God, it's about time that ends. Holy shit. I even tried to do, I don't know if I told anybody this, I tried to do a trailer breakdown in it, and I said, hell no, that copyrighted music would get me so many strikes, I would lose the channel. I was like, fuck that, I'm not even going to do it. Daniel Craig now seems to keep wanting to play James Bond. Maybe because he's been away from home after. This is what I kind of got from what the report said. That he was gone for home. He was home away for a year. He hadn't seen his wife or his kids, so that can kind of build that homesickness to the point where you would do anything not to do it again to see your wife and kid again. And that makes sense as to why he would say he would slit his wrist with his with a whiskey glass. That makes sense. But if you came back for it, I'm okay with that. Tom Hiddleston, I'm okay with him too. If they decided to put the both in there with like 007 and 008.
That'd be very interesting.
That'd be really neat. Don't do it, please, for the love of God. Put Tom Hiddleston in there as like an enemy, but I don't know.
Yeah, I can see
and
that.
And here's another thing. It brings Christoph Waltz into the picture, too, because Christoph Waltz already said he would only keep doing 007 James Bond movies if Daniel Craig was there with him. So there is that bonus to it also. Because Christoph Waltz is a fucking great actor. He's an Oscar winner, man. He's beautiful, man. I won't even lie.
Logan, you are onto something.
I'm onto a lot of things. I'm on a fucking roll.
You're on a roll.
Someone should pay me.
Yeah, I got 25 cents in my pocket.
Sombra has been leaked. The new Overwatch hero, she is a hacker. If you didn't see the picture, there was a picture leaked from inside apparently, or somebody hacked into the Blizzard network server and whatever and found the fucking Sombra picture, and she's been linked all over the internet.
Do we have a release date for her?
Hell no, there's nothing been said. So we won't even step foot into that boiling pot of oil, and we will just kind of wash ourselves with warm and hot soapy water. She has a submachine gun, and Cland had Cland had part of she was part of the group that Reaver and Black Widow are part of. Come on, Steve, do some reps, bro.
I'm trying.
Do some reps.
I haven't been to the gym in a little bit.
Yep. All right, Steve, we got a Half-Life VR hinted at by Master Code, possibly upcoming. Recent update in Steam VR app added code related to the Half-Life guns, ammo, etc. Valve has yet to announce anything official yet, which kind of makes sense because Valve doesn't announce shit because they don't like to give you anything of enjoyment or anything like that. So. Wasteland 3 hits crowdfunding goal in 3 days. Its set amount was $2,800,000. Okay, the amount it earned was $2,821,090. The target goal was $2,750,000. Within 24 days of the potential funding still going, or less now probably, since it was about 2 weeks ago. So it's probably down to a wire, and it's probably already made around $3 million, I would assume. Some other goals at $2.85 million. There was a Ranger customization option at $3 million. There was a Knight Rider style companion, and at $3.1 million will let players create an emblem. Due to release on Windows, Linux, Mac, PS4, and Xbox One, probably later. Probably I would say 2019 at least. since it's going to take them at least a few years to get everything in there. And that's if they actually decide to start using the Unreal Engine 4, which is beautiful, mind you.
Oh, yes, I love it.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Mass Effect Andromeda release date seemingly given away on March 29, 2017 is when the release date is supposed to be. The Art of Mass Effect book is supposed to be released on March 23rd, 2017. The release date given away by the art book release date, given the fact that the release date is supposed to be, I guess, the book and the game are going to coincide in a way, which makes sense if you think about it.
Yeah.
But we're supposed to keep our ears out for N7 Day, which is November 7th, if you guys need to know that. So watch out for November 7th, that's N7 Day. You might see something about that in the future, maybe a spoiler or a hint or a trailer. So we'll have to see. Keep our eyes open at BioWare. Alright. Overwatch officially passes 20 million registered players. Under 5 months after the game is released. They have not sold 20 million, but it's registered. So which means that there are registered players on the PC, on the Xbox One, on the PS4, and whatever else. Which means that the game isn't actually bought. It could be through co-ownership through PC and Xbox One, with maybe some Windows 10 action there. I don't really know. I don't think Windows 10, but something along those lines. So 20 million players is a lot. It's a very popular esport, and I love it. Jurassic World 2 will be a parable to the treatment of animals. More complex themes surrounding the treatment of animals, according to the producer Colin Trevorrow, who is no longer involved in, or he's still involved in, and he wrote the script, I believe. It will talk about or reference the abuse, medical experimentation, pets, having wild animals in zoos like prisons, the use of military, and the use of military has made of them as weapons, which kind of makes sense because if you saw in the first one, the military had plans to make use of the Raptors in Afghanistan or in Iraq for going into the tunnels and killing people. So, Cuphead was delayed to 2017. It's a 1930s cartoon aesthetic. Delayed till mid-2017. The release date released on Xbox One, Steam, Windows 10. First revealed at E3 of 2014. It's an indie game. Boss rush game. It's a platforming gameplay.
Are you looking forward to that?
I don't really know. It looks kind of entertaining gameplay. The art style looks neat, but I'm not much of a platformer, so at least the art style looks neat.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see it. Logan Wolverine 3 villain confirmed. Boyd Holbrook will be playing Donald Pierce to create... he's basically a cyborg and is trying to create an army of cyborgs. That's apparently the villain of the new one. So.
Okay. Interesting, but I feel like they could pull it off, hopefully.
People pulling off right now with all the feedback, especially if Hugh Jackman looks like The Last of Us.
Yeah.
I saw there was so much hype that people
The
want
Last
that
of
movie
Us plus,
people want that so bad right now, man.
God of War.
Yeah, God of War angry.
4.
He looks amazing, dude. I can't wait. Dishonored VR being considered by Arcane. It's revealed by Dishonored 2's lead level designer, Christoph Carrier. It wouldn't be a part of Dishonored 1 or 2. The only transportation would be Blink, which is basically being able to move. And if you've watched a VR game before, you can't really run. You have to use one controller and move separately with the controller. There wouldn't have any fatalities because you would probably vomit from all the just spinning around and shit like that because it'd be cinematic. So, the release date of November 11th on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. No clue if that's actually true or not for Dishonored VR. Female directors being looked for Captain Marvel. Is that? Well, give me 1 minute. All other Marvel movies have been directed by males. So before we continue, Steve, what do you think about that? Do you think it's good or bad that Captain Marvel is looking for a female director to direct a female Marvel movie? Especially if they got a female director to direct The Wasp.
Well, I mean, as long as she has the right background, the right, I want to say information on the character, male, female, I don't, specifically have a choice.
We talked about this in a past Potato Lounge, how J.J. Abrams was kind of greenlighting female directors. Now he was kind of telling female directors that don't be scared about what people think of you. Go ahead and do it because no one gives a shit, and you're putting yourself out there and you're going to earn respect by doing that. Do you think that it's a good idea to at least kind of build up that momentum to have more female directors? I definitely
think they should just, go out there and try, especially for a female role. You guys have a little bit more insight into, what,
No,
of course, the lifestyle,
yeah,
but
as film people that as a film studies major, and as Steve who watches movies at least as often or more often than I do, probably not, but we kind of get a feeling for how movies are, and we can tell it's easily how it's directed.
Yeah.
Usually there's kind of a more sexist feel to it, off and on between how guys will direct a film and how females will direct a film. Now, there's certain films that will kind of put family over, and guys will go for more action. I don't know about girls, but we'll have to. I'm just throwing that out there. I really hope that we do see a female director.
I do too,
because I would like to see it because it's been male directors all across the board for Marvel.
Who doesn't like a little change?
It'd be nice because they need to start changing things up. Doctor Strange is a change. That's good, but they need to change it up more. They need to stop making it so repetitive, because the more repetitive you make it, the less interesting it becomes, and the more we get beat over the head and we just get bored of it completely.
It might be a different storyline per person, but it's still almost not the same.
And so far, Marvel movies have been doing somewhat decent.
Yeah, exactly.
So, except for maybe like one or two.
DC's been slightly
DC's losing
getting better.
DC's got its balls in a glass jar that's being filled with acid slowly. The differences to Titanfall 2. There are Titan classes.
I'm looking forward to that. I really want to try that run.
We played Noah and I played the beta, and actually it's a pretty fun game. It's very different from the
first one. I played the test
one.
beta.
It's pretty fun. I liked it.
Comes out Wednesday?
I believe so.
Thursday?
I believe it comes out Thursday. I think it's
28th. I know it's the 28th. I just don't know.
Actually, I think it comes out I think it comes out the 26th. I think it comes out this week.
Really?
I think it comes out.
I'm pretty
sure. The 26th or 27th.
It's definitely this week.
It's sometimes this week. It's by the time we post this, it's going to be out already.
Yeah,
so you guys
I will buy it.
Yeah, we will buy it. Differences in Titanfall 2. There are now Titan classes. Getting Titan is based off a timer, which makes sense. New pilot classes and abilities. No more burn card rodeo system, which involves you pulling the power core out instead of shooting it. Complete campaign. Fuck yes.
I think does the campaign have any co-op?
I don't know. Okay. We would have to see. I haven't heard anything about it. Titanfall 2 is on PS4. I don't give a fuck about that.
I mean, I'm getting it for the one, but
and Respawn is working together. Respawn's working together with Titanfall 2 and a bunch of other companies are. So it's not just Respawn this time. It's like Titanfall 2, Activision, like a few other ones.
Okay, nice.
So it's like a collaboration between some people that you absolutely hate, some of them you like. Rocket League editing fixes to competitive play. Skill tier thresholds are being lowered. More players will be included in Star and Champion. Each playlist will be similar. Will have similar percentages of players reaching champion tier, so it'll be easier to reach champion tier as the more you play. Changes coming due to too many players being at the same average ranking, not enough top tier. Creating distribution issues, so which means that there's not enough even distribution between those who are low ranked and those who are gold and whatever tier. So it's not easy to make a lobby, basically. Wonder Woman movie is inspired by Christopher Reeve's Superman. Draw inspiration from Richard Donner's 1978 classic Superman. It opens in theaters June 2nd, 2017. I don't know how I feel about that. And Jeff Nathanson will pre-screenplay for... Okay. God, I can't read my own handwriting. We'll write the screenplay for live-action Lion King. It's fast-tracked to production.
Live-action Lion King.
John Favreau will helm and he also directed The Jungle Book. I understand how unexcited my voice is because I'm very not excited about this. It's unclear when production will begin. Here's the thing: The Jungle Book looked like shit. The Lion King, if John Favreau is gonna do the same thing, it's gonna look like shit.
Only reason why I like the Jungle Book is because I liked it.
They got Bill Murray in it. Yeah, it's the only reason why people wanted to watch it. And fuck it, I don't even care anymore. Friday the 13th game adds single player and is adding single player.
What?
It will be delayed. Symmetric multiplayer gameplay.
I don't know if it really needed that. To be honest,
it would be. I don't know. It's not bad. I don't know. It's kind of like Dead by Daylight, I'd assume. I don't really know. Maybe. At least I'm assuming by the multiplayer. It would be kind of
How do you feel about it? Do you think you're going to purchase?
I haven't seen any gameplay.
They do have gameplay for it.
I don't even know. It's been delayed till spring of 2017 to expand the development and inclusions of AI bots. Tommy Jarvis is a playable character, and it's
I think it's 1v7. You know, 1 being adjacent.
And yeah, it's got the lodge map at the.
I think
it's funded by it was funded by 2015 Kickstarter campaign and private investments.
I think it'll be something interesting for us all to play at least.
I don't know. Dead by Daylight's interesting, but you have to have people.
Yeah.
You can't play with randoms who you don't know.
Yeah.
So.
It might almost kind of be like Evolve a little bit. So.
And Evolve's still coming out with a second game, so we're still waiting on that.
Yeah, Evolve was good.
Yeah. But there's a lot of news right there, Steve. A lot of me getting into it too. I got really into it.
You got into the nitty gritty.
I got really into it. I gotta stop doing that. If I get into it too much, I'm gonna get heated.
I just got shot.
Ah, stupid shit. Why are you getting shot?
I don't know.
All right, then. Well, that's a good place to end, Steve.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us on Potato Lounge number 29 with the Escapist and Steve, who is not escaping he escaped the prison once and then fucked it up
one time is all.
Shit, I won't even lie. I didn't expect it to go that fast. I expected him to keep on dying.
Me and Cooper, we knew what we were doing.
That's not what you want to say.
Okay.
Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one. If you guys could leave a like, comment on what you agreed,
and
disagree,
take care of your dirty laundry.
If you have any comments on anything, and subscribe, that'd be fantastic. We will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye and
good
hello.
night. Peace.